talk
don't
like
wish
you
that,
know
yeah.
everything at 16.
How old are you? Like, should I bring on my dad? I'll call him and say, hey, he's older than you, therefore
I'm
he's
18,
smarter
that's
than
why
you.
I said I'm soon going to have
Well, he has more
I never
wisdom
said
than
that
you.
age determines that you're smarter,
Yeah,
but at 23 I can guarantee
Fine,
I'm more mature than you and I've had more experience in these just few
well,
years
if I get
between
my
us.
dad, will you shut up? Like, in theory.
But my father's older than yours.
Yeah, exactly.
In theory, if you got your father, no, me and your father would probably talk and become better friends than me and you ever could.
Right, okay. That's obviously fucking bullshit. But the point about this is...
Try it, I'll happily talk to your father. Go get him, we'll see if
he's obviously not
friends.
here,
I'm
but...
up for anything.
How is he not here? What the fuck is he doing? It's a fucking Monday, nigga.
He's at work, he has a life!
Alright, you're not a very good theoretical scientist,
he's at
are you?
work.
The whole concept of theoretically is that you assume a theory and then you apply science to it. If you're here to be theoretical about everything and you don't have to follow through, don't do it.
No,
don't
my
be
point was...
theoretical if you can't follow through.
No,
Listen, man,
it's a
he
Socratic
said,
experiment.
don't
It's
open your
theoretical.
mouth.
It's
He
in
is-
theory.
he just-
How would you react?
he is the
Would you shut
nicest
up if my
and
dad was to
widest
disagree
way
with you
of
on
saying
something?
don't
In theory, you can say that
No,
wouldn't
no.
happen. But in theory,
No,
it's a Socratic experiment. You have to accept my terms of the conversation. You can't just like change that to your will. The way that you have to do this is you have to answer my fucking question.
Actually, I did answer your question though.
No, you didn't.
Said,
You
theory,
changed the terms. Would you
you
shut
said
up
in
if my dad
theory-
disagreed with you on something? Would you shut
You
up
said,
if my
in theory, if you brought your father, would I shut up? And I said, no, he and I would probably talk and become friends. Here's the thing, though.
No,
you
that's
said,
not the
in
point.
theory, theoretical presence has the theory, and then a conclusion to that theory by science. What you have is not a theory, it's a hypothesis, because you assume
there's a difference between like
science.
no, mate, there's a difference between scientific theory, which is something very specific in the way that it's used as a technical term, and then there's actual like English theory, like in theory, like theoretical. It's a different fucking thing. Alright.
I don't know why he's trying, but
Yeah,
at this
bro, we're
point,
not
I
here
love the
to
fact
make enemies. We're here
I
to make
love how
friends.
the fact that you guys are fighting over something so dumb.
I'm just, bro, I like to argue. Am I?
Agreed,
But-
Ursa does not raise
but
his
you know
voice
us
at
Americans
Ursa
are very
fighting.
aggressive, so why
I
you
enjoy
starting
the
this?
mental jousting despite how limp his lance might be for this.
Glib my glance. Oh, nice, thank you. It's great.
It's somewhere over here, where you at?
Alright, turn my mic down.
To be fair, I enjoy debates like this and conversations, so I'm actually not angry. I'm enjoying, as I said, this very
Do you wanna make
concept.
a new pie?
No, to be fair, while I said I enjoy it, it's not so much that I enjoy you, just the fact that you put up such a fight with such an invalid argument. Again, as I said, I enjoyed the mental
Invalid?
jousting, despite how limp
How
your
is
lance
it
might be.
I lost. What did I lose? How did I lose?
Shut the fuck up.
How you
That I
lost.
shouted through the mic. Right, alright, fine,
See, we can continue with the metaphor here and the concept of jousting and lancing. You can have the shiniest, most vibrant armor, which is to say you might have the shiniest and the most flashy argument, but the moment that somebody hits that armor with a lance that pierces through it, your armor's weak. It might still be shiny, and you might still make it very loud and effective, but it becomes absolutely void when it's been pierced and torn all to hell.
So my point was, like, as I said,
Hi.
right. Are we gonna keep doing this or not? Because it seems like people are just annoyed that we're having this conversation in the middle of the fight. We keep doing it? Alright. So, what I was talking about was, like, a theoretical example of, you said that by the fact that you were older than me, you were more mature and therefore more wise, and your opinion holds more weight. If I got my dad, right, I got him in, he's older than you, and let's say, in theory, he disagreed with you. Would you take your own logic and shut the fuck up?
And I answered that, and I told you that I would not shut the fuck up. In fact, he and I would probably get along better than you and I do, and I would
again,
talk to him
you're
and be
just
friends.
intentionally going around what I've said. You're going around what I've said. You're arguing. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He said he didn't engage with what I fucking asked. What I asked was.
No, I am. Listen, I will explain this calmly and in a way that you might be able to understand.
If he disagreed with you. if he disagrees
you're
with you,
trying to
Sorry, I didn't mean to
focus
wait
is
point it.
that
You don't have to listen to it.
If you bring him in, would I be considered less intelligent? That is what you're trying to mean.
No.
Alone.
Would your opinion hold less
don't
weight
interrupt.
than his?
You're not
Would
going
your
to have a
opinion
good
hold less
argument when
weight?
you keep interrupting in the middle of sentences,
No,
deliberately
keep going.
speculating
Keep
to
going.
be a
Keep going,
debilitation to
keep
your
going.
concept to argue.
I'll keep going. I'm not gonna interrupt.
Anywho, you keep wanting to force me to focus on the concept that you expect me to say yes, I'll shut up, just because he's older than me. When, by definition, I never said that my age made me wiser. I said that I was more mature than you, because I've had more engagements in social interaction, such as your ability to keep interrupting people when I do not do such things, or try to, at the best of my ability, not do that.
Okay, right,
That is social maturity. That is the understanding that an intelligent conversation can happen without screaming.
But you cited your age of proof of your social maturity, right?
Yes, absolutely. And that, by definition, would make your father more mature than me, but I never said that that would make him wiser. Somebody else noted that I was wiser than you, and that's
fine.
their
I was
opinion.
using wise as an equivalence of social maturity, but I guess I was wrong by doing that. If I got, let's say, someone who was older than you, right, who had more social, or anyone with any more social maturity than you, would their opinion hold more weight, and therefore your, as you said, you cited your social maturity to try and assert that my opinion was invalid. If I got someone who had more social maturity than you, would you accept the argument that by definition their opinion is more valid and your opinion is effectively irrelevant?
See, Necro, you should have been talking to this dude about your homework earlier.
See, this again comes to a misunderstanding. I didn't cite my maturity to state that your opinion was invalid. I stated my maturity to cite that your way of going about your opinion was wrong. The way you holler into the mic and scream it out and interrupt people to make your opinion more voiced doesn't make it more right.
Actually, what were we talking about initially? We were talking about... I don't think you were. I think you did cite it as a way of dismissing what I said. I think... What were we talking about?
This whole conversation is on YouTube.
I don't care,
I'm
bro.
fine
Do
with
that.
that.
Yeah, I don't care. Have fun. I'm enjoying this.
But see,
like, I don't care.
it devolved from sports, and then it devolved into you citing your father as a source of more intellect than mine because of the misunderstanding of
It
what
can
you
be anyone
valued about mine.
over your age. It doesn't need to be my dad. It just needs to be someone over your age.
You specifically made the example your father, so we ran with
because
that.
he's older than you, because he'd be immediately near me. He isn't near me, but it's fine.
Question,
it's
if your father was present, would I shut the fuck up? That's the thing. You ended your sentence with the line, would I shut the fuck up?
Okay, maybe I was being too glib, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to say.
The question is, and the reason I kept answering your question the way it was, that I would not shut the fuck up, because that is the premise of that question. Would I? No. Would I become better friends with your father than you could be with your own father? Yes, and likely. I'll be the son that he's always wanted that you never could be, because I have intellect and maturity.
You have intellect. Okay. Right, so you can just cite that. Right? You can just say that.
I mean, if this conversation is anything to say for personal experience, I've got witnesses that, to some degree or another, I am slightly more mature and at least slightly more intellectual than you.
Right. Okay. But what were we talking about before? We were talking about sports, right? Can we go back to what we were talking about? We were talking about because ad hominems don't really help anything. So we're going back to sports. And we were talking about what did we move on to from there? Because I've actually forgot what we were actually talking about.
We moved on to sports, to this, to you debating my intellectual ability and my opinion being stated as facts.
Because you said, in response to me saying that you can't generalize about people about sports, you said in response to that, you said, well, I have more social maturity than you because I'm older than you. Therefore, you should listen to me over myself. No, that's not the point. That's not now you're just diverting from what I was talking about. What I was talking about.
That actually isn't me speaking, but I will say this: you did miscount.
Yeah, I know.
When we were talking about the generalization of people who enjoy sports, I specifically noted that that's false because there are great examples of people not being unemployed sports fanatics, specifically men who have long days at work and then get together with the guys to watch games in their man cave.
Okay.
This is a direct factual notation of your statement being false. This is not my ego or my opinion. This is fact.
How is it? Wait. You just said it's fact that a large majority of people.
Oh my god!
No. How do you get to that? How do you get to that is fact?
Hey, yo, Sky.
What do you mean stop?
Keep going.
Sky, do you like to watch CSI Miami?
But
My lord!
Do you have any proof for that at all, man? Are you just asserting it?
Does this man not remind you of the dude CSI Miami, the smart guy? You know exactly.
More Grenier amassing near. Get over there and take them out.
Just forget some, how about why not turkey bacon? I'm the dick who says why not turkey bacon.
Honestly,
It's called, I think in Canada it's called like pork, is it pork, not pork thigh, fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is Canadian bacon. That is the thing where I
Yeah,
will
but
say
what is considered
he is
Canadian
wrong.
bacon?
Because Canadian bacon here in America is a specific cut of pork that is located near ham, but is not actually ham, which is why it's called
Yeah.
Canadian bacon. Ryan.
Well, it's in Canada and it's bacon.
So, here's the question. This was made as a summary and an analogy of me to somebody else. Is this an insult or a compliment? Should I be upset? Am I being called a bad person for debating something calmly
What?
and happily?
No.
Wait, what? Why? No.
Nothing wrong with debates.
Okay.
Friendly
'Cause
debate?
it felt like the analogy was meant to make me seem like an inferior person, and I was upset. I felt like insulted.
No.
Wait, what now?
There's never anything wrong with having a debate. I mean, you go to the barbershop, niggas gotta have debates all the time.
so
LeBron or
Exactly.
Kobe. LeBron or Jordan. This is debate.
Wait. Never mind. The analogy wasn't for me, was it? The
Pokemon
debate
all day,
analogy
yeah,
wasn't
you
for
already
me.
know
It
that
was. Never mind. I get it now.
It was just an example of his friend who debates too much, who's an analogy of me, because apparently I'm too, like, antagonistic and just intentionally. Right, okay. Right.
Grim the Reaper?
Mate, I wasn't offended or anything. I'm
Jamaican,
just
with the
saying.
Jamaican voice?
Grim.
How do we get here?
We got on the game. We joined the party. On my phone.
The
Looks like
real
a-
question is, why are we here? Just to suffer?
Why are we here?
I really hope
These are
somebody
the
gets that
questions I
reference.
ask.
I
These
got
are
the
the questions
reference.
I have to ask myself.
It's the meme snake one.
That nigga Necro gotta ask himself why is he here every time he's
To be
sucking
fair,
his girl's
this
toes.
is reminiscent of a conversation I had back in the 8th grade with a substitute teacher of mine. Mr. Haymaker was the best, and yes, his last name was actually Haymaker. That is not the truth. He was an.
Exactly.
I was about to say that.
That's what I was
Goddamn
gonna
it.
say, yeah.
Well, see, he's more old school than that. He was like fucking 70 when he was my sub, so he was probably the Haymaker, as in the punching art for kickboxing.
Right.
But
Nah,
the
hell
man
no,
was
he was a
great
model-
because the
he was
man
a pair
could
of,
be
Model A
like,
twos.
you could skip your entire class if you got him on a tangent, and he was the type that you could tangent through a tangent into another tangent. So we started out on dogs, and when we started with dogs, we took dogs into drugs, into baseball, and we spent the
What
whole
did you
class.
have him for? What did you
Okay, I
have him
can
for?
link that.
What
I can
subject
link
was
it.
that?
I know how to link it. So you went from dogs to drug dogs, obviously because of police. Then you went from drug dogs to drugs.
I just
Then
got
from drugs to
teleported.
baseball to drugs. From
Bro,
the drug
like,
dogs, obviously.
what did he
you found
teach?
drugs, you go ahead and sell the drugs. Then you go into people who use drugs. You go into like different players who use drugs to baseball. Yeah,
Exactly. That's exactly how it went. And we did this because he was older and he knew a lot of the older situations in which, you know, steroids and drug
I
dogs and
remember
all
when
the illicit drug scandals.
was a problem back in the 80s.
As to answer your question about what subject, as I stated, he was a substitute teacher, and he subbed just about anything. He wasn't a specific sub, but this was a social studies class at the time.
I give you coordinates.
Okay.
You go
Is social studies like politics and current affairs for you?
Damn it.
No. This at the time was an 8th grade social studies, so this was pre-colonization and colonization of the 13 colonies, and then the development into the slave trade.
Isn't that just history?
Question. Does a griccata, can we use that with swim griccata, or are those two different categories?
There are two types of griccatas. There are the actual griccata, which is a primary, and there's the prisma variant, and then there's the twin griccatas, which is technically a secondary, but it's two regular griccatas, full damage, full size, just doubled as a secondary. So you could, in theory, equip 3 griccatas.
So can you use a griccata ribbon on twin griccatas?
No, you have to have specifically a twin griccata ribbon. Similar to the
normal
Nikana and the Nikana Prime and the Dragon Nikana, a Dragon Nikana ribbon cannot be used on the Nikana Prime or regular variant. Exactly.
Wait, what? Why does it have that? Fuck. I've got to make a dragon. Yeah. Nikana Prime wins by far. Yeah, I have Nikana Prime.
Ah, here's the question.
I need to make the Dragon Nikana and try and get a ribbon. Yeah. Well,
what makes the Nikana Prime better, though? That's the question I ask you. Do you know why?
Stats.
Which stats?
What does? The
Nikana on paper, Nikana Prime does more damage because of its crit chance. If you actually look at them on paper base damage, the Dragon Nikana has a higher raw base damage than the Nikana Prime, but the Prime has higher supplementary stats, which makes it effectively scale better.
Like status, yeah. I need to make this thing now, because I'm just realizing.
But you could always just subvert all of that and get a Cephon ribbon and make your own Nikana with the Zaws that's 3 times more powerful with a good ribbon. Because it also has a Disposition 5 if I recall.
I doubt it's just as powerful, because Nikana Prime and Dragon Nikana are both pretty damn good weapons.
Well, see, if you do what I do, which I actually shown one of the people here a Nikana I built that's full damage, base damage than all other Nikanas, and is technically a higher base damage than even the Dragon Nikana because of its puncture damage.
But it's puncture. I like slash though.
See, it has 3 or 5 points less slash damage, but has 15 higher puncture damage, which is better. Overall, its raw total damage is better. Right, yeah. Plus, it also comes out with a 25% crit chance because it's a Vargeet link on top of a Ruhang 2 link, so it comes out with 25% crit. Exactly. So you have the damage of a Dragon Nikana with the crit chance of a Nikana Prime.
No, Nikana is lower. It's 20.
Hey, can somebody tell me what a parade weapon is?
Which is why I say that the Zaw is even better. The same goes for if you make a Great Blade Zaw, because the Heavy Blade Zaw has more raw damage than the Galatine Prime.
Galatine. No, Galatine. Well, you refuse to call it a Galatine.
It's actually not that I refuse to call it a Galatine because of you, it's because that I value the concept that a made-up word is free to be pronounced however one pleases. I read the word as Galatine because it's G-A-L-A,
Galatine.
And
I'm gonna call it Galatine.
T-I-N-E, which is by definition read as tine. Combining the two halves of the word and its representation as a name is Galatine to me. Galatine would be G-A-L-A-T-E-N.
You're probably more. No, he's probably right. No, let's be honest, he's right. He's right.
No,
But
I'm not saying this to be right. As I stated
Evolve,
first,
no,
my
but you are
first
right.
comment is
You are right. You are right.
As
If
it
you look at the
goes, a
trend of
made-up word
English,
is free to
you're
be
right.
pronounced by whoever
I know.
they please.
But you're right to call it a galatine like just literally. Just by the way English usually works.
Speaking of the galatine,
I'm cool with whatever that's okay. I've never really heard anyone call it galatine. That's why I was.
just like Valentine.
Yeah.
I'm just weird. I know most people still pronounce it Galatine. That's their choice. It's a made-up word. That's like trying to pronounce the Za names, like Maywan. I've actually heard people call it the Miwan.
Can't you just like name?
Who knows why? They do.
I honestly said Zephyr in a weird way, and I don't know how to do it anymore.
Zephyr? Yeah, Zephyr. That's the one I hear quite a bit.
Zephyr.
I've never heard that.
Zephyr.
Or that's like,
No, motherfucker! I keep
Zephyr.
spilling shit.
yeah.
It is
That's what I was
Valkyrie,
actually
but
just about
like
to state.
I
On a
like
common
it.
glance, people glance at the word and they think it's Valkyrie, and then they
Valkyrie's
re-look and
nicer,
it's
though.
not long enough, and then they're like,
trying to
wait a minute,
rename it.
that's Valkyr.
Valkyrie's nicer though. I prefer it to be called Valkyrie. I don't
See,
know,
that
it
would be
makes
cool
more
if she
sense.
was actually anything like a Valkyrie, but the
I know.
Valkyr
Like a
build
Valkyrie,
and her abilities
Guys,
is
can
nothing
you,
like an actual Valkyrie.
And then we go to the first conversation.
What's a good primary?
Everything.
Super Vandal.
That is not sniper rifle. Because I
You
don't
can
like.
make any weapon or Warframe good in this game. I've always
Super
taught
Vandal.
people, when it came back to the clan that I used to have where I would pick up newbies and teach them about the game, I always taught the motto that everything can and will be good if you know how to build it and wield it, because everything is capable. There is no meta to Warframe. Sure, there are things that is popular among the community and is claimed a community meta, but
is kind of a
you can outscale that if you know what you're doing, especially when it comes to Rivens and personal opinion of what you want.
Yeah,
from your playstyle.
I need to get Rivens extremely
But
bad.
there are things which are probably like, I know there's no objectivity about it, but there are things which like generally are like, well, at least I think are better. Like, you can't say every weapon is equal because you still have subjective preferences. Wait, what?
I like the two weapon types for for the.
Did Zedrock not have a mic?
Okay, let me say this: the melee I actually like the
No.
size.
You talking about
The
size?
primary I
You
like
talking
the
about size of the penis?
I like the assault rifles.
Right.
Assault rifle.
Yeah.
Assault rifle?
Wait, how
what type
did
of
you mean that
what are you
Katana?
looking
Bro,
for
wait,
in your
wait,
assault rifles? Because there are a lot that you can pick out that might be subversively either specific to the niche
Soma.
or...
I have the Soma Prime.
You don't want something
Okay.
like the Soma, or you want something more like the Soma? What do you want? Do you want something like the Soma or not?
You got
I
an
want an
extra-
assault
you got
rifle,
extra
doesn't
assault
matter.
parts?
I got an
I mean,
assault
any
rifle, but it's
Honestly,
the Soma
a good
Prime.
weapon that I'm going to suggest to you that a lot of people are probably going to try to give me this really, like, stink-eye look. I want you to build and try the Stradivar. The Stradivar will give you what you want in an assault rifle with a status chance build, but will give you the versatility to branch out with
Okay,
a starter
question.
rifle that can switch between assault and DMR.
What master rank do you need to be for that?
You
master
don't need to
rank
be
are
a
you?
very high one.
I'm 8.
What master rank are you?
7.
You should be able to build it.
The
Can you build the Adam?
Stratamar.
You should. I think you can.
Where is it at?
The Stradivar or the Rubicon, both of which are actually in the market. to answer your question.
Oh, they're in the market?
I love the room.
Can you find it in your arsenal?
No, I mean like in your regular market, like at the market console in your ship, where you just buy their blueprints for credits.
Oh, yeah, by the way,
Okay.
bro, for a secondary, you can build an Atomos. Do that. Do it now.
Yeah, I mean, I have the cool star, but I don't know if that will work out very well.
The Cool Star is nice. It's a good mini rocket launcher. If you're looking for something, like, I don't know what you're looking for, but there's a lot of options. Secondaries are actually what I prefer when it comes to firearms. I just love the way secondaries feel and work in this
I honestly don't know about secondary. I don't really have a favorite. I just never use it.
See, my primary weapons are actually melee. I'm a melee guy.
I would love to have a melee secondary, but
Some bosses are invulnerable to melee, though.
True, some are, which is why I have my secondaries, which are my babies. Like, I have a regular Lex Prime and an Ac Lex Prime that have 3 Forma in the regular Lex and the 4 Forma in the Ac Lex Prime, both of which have a very similar build with slightly different elemental combinations discerning the type of enemy I'm going up against, both of which deal upwards of 12,000 raw base damage plus, not including status chance, crit chance, and multi-shot.
I just have 5 Forma in my Axe Stiletto. That's like all I need to use.
That's ridiculous.
I would use the Axe Stiletto if it wasn't for the fact that, and I stated this earlier, there's a community meta where everybody up-talks one thing and they try to shit-talk you if you don't use that one thing. Just why I don't use that thing.
No, I had it like 2
using
years
the
ago and I
community
came
meta.
back to the game. I came back to the game and it was like the one thing I had lying in it, and I was like, okay, I'll use that then.
That's like, I don't have a Boltor Prime, specifically because when Rhino Prime was first released with his Boltor Prime, that was the quote-unquote MLG Rhino Prime stage
Soma
of
and
Warframe
Boltor,
game.
yeah.
And if you didn't use the Boltor Prime, you were shit. And then when the Soma Prime came out, if you didn't use that, you were even worse.
Tell us Boltor is better now, apparently.
I'm not gonna get any of the Prime weapons yet, because I heard the Twitch Prime thing's gonna be getting a bundle for
Chroma probably.
Prime weapons.
You're probably gonna get Chroma Prime access pretty soon, yeah?
Well, there are no primary weapons when it comes to the Prime and Chroma. It's him, a secondary, and a melee. Favorably, a melee that I've been wanting primed for a while. I am upset, though, that we're getting it in place of a prime weapon for a category that we don't have a prime yet. For example, we don't have a prime single dagger.
Rakta Prime would kind of ruin Rakta Dark Dagger. Like, no, I'm sorry, not Rakta Prime.
Well, you can't prime a
Dark Dagger.
Rakta anyway, because that's a syndicate thing.
Well,
Honestly,
no, there's like Boltor Prime. That's a syndicate weapon. You could do a You could do a.
it
Dark
was a
Dagger
prime
Prime.
before it was a syndicate. What I mean is that you can't have a
Really?
prime Rakta. You have a prime.
No,
Dark
I meant
Dagger,
Prime
sure, but you
Dark
can't have a
Dagger. I
prime
meant
Rakta.
Prime Dark Dagger. I meant.
Yeah, and it was the primaries for syndicates are a relatively new thing. But yeah, it was primed
really?
long before syndicates were a thing.
I didn't even know that.
Um,
Also, what's your build for the Nakana? Or, like, not your build. How do you make your Nakana resource? Which parts are they?
oh, the items? Okay. I sent a picture of it earlier. I'll send one into the thing again.
Yeah. I might need to rank up my thingy.
To be honest, me and a buddy of mine, Anthony, had a conversation similar to what we're having now about primed weapons that don't have a primed category yet, or a primed weapon for that category. He mentioned a primed Dark Dagger, but I feel like the Dark Dagger's a little overplayed because it's got the Rakta and everything. I would like to see a primed Ceramic Dagger.
Prime Karist, maybe.
Primed Karist would be nice,
Hi, Peanut.
too. I won't deny that.
Grenier, Clem versus Stalker. Right, okay.
Clem, because there is no Stalker Clem. Easy win.
I feel bad for you.
Is this the parts for the Nakana Zul?
Yes, this is the Nakana Zone, and this is in Gilded.
I feel bad for one of my cats.
Okay.
He got into like those one of those wax things that are liquid wax things. And
I just get them from us.
he dumped it on top of him.
Yeah, no, your Super Vandal should do more damage than your single prime.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
Vandal's
the
like
Super
the best
Vandal
fucking
after
gun.
all.
Alright, question.
Frost versus
Better
Limbo.
at defense?
Limbo.
Frost. Limbo's not a
know-
defense
ooh.
frame. Frost is a better defense frame. Limbo is a control frame. While he can be used
Yeah.
for defense, he is entirely a field manipulator.
No, yeah, but I thought you meant at
Is
the
he
objective.
considered
Like,
is Limbo
control,
considered
exactly, it's control frame. Yeah,
a crowd control
CC.
frame?
yeah.
Yes, he is
Limbo and
technically
Loki
a
are the
crowd
best CC
control
in
and
the
a
game.
singular control frame because he
Yeah.
utilizes both singular and crowd actual control. He manipulates people specifically, not exactly the entire field. Like, he doesn't create obstacles. Say he doesn't create Atlas walls, but he does
But that still
manipulate
works
people.
for defense.
He's a manipulator
Okay.
and a battlefield manipulator. He
What are we
removes
doing?
people from the play.
Hey, quick question.
Temporarily. Not like Loki.
What is considered an incursion in the game? Is this a mission incursion?
An incursion
No.
is a thing in PO, in like Plains of Eidolon. You'll just get like a mission show up and you go do it.
Yeah,
Like those random
specifically,
missions that show up?
yes, specifically non-bounty Plains of Eidolon.
Loki
Occasionally,
versus Saren.
our
you
girl
mental.
Lotus will be
Not
like,
Ivara.
hey,
Ivara. It's better.
there's a thing you gotta go do, but it's not a bounty, but still go do it, because it's just like a
Yeah,
bounty,
okay.
except it's a single stage. That's an
So it
incursion.
says I have to. So it says I have to use a hobble key and do it without taking damage.
Loki versus Saren, that's not even a question when it comes to stealth, because Saren's not a stealth frame.
Yeah, Loki's
Yeah.
CC anyway. But yeah.
No, Loki is a stealth frame. He is a CC, but he's still a stealth frame. His primary
Better
focus is all about
Loki
being the
or
trickster.
Ivera?
No, he's better CC, man.
What are you doing?
That would be a question.
Loki's
Loki
a
or
better CC
Ivara
than
would be a
stealth.
question, due to the fact that Loki is inherently nothing but stealth, while Ivara
No.
is stealth at DPS.
That's what did you? Loki's nothing but stealth.
Yes.
Really?
Under the
Have you
con-
ever used? Do you have a radiating disarm, the augment for his full?
I do. I also
Yeah.
have hours behind that. When
hey,
you come
question,
to
who can
terms when
help
you're
me with
asking
this,
who is better stealth-wise, when you say who does stealth better,
Right. Okay.
it's Loki.
Who can help?
Loki
Who can
does
help me
stealth
do this?
better.
That's
He
only
has
because
a-
I've
Who can help me do this incursion?
No, it's not because Ivara's slower. It's because legitimately Loki's about stealth, not just on an invisible rate. He can switch teleport, he can decoy
Right.
enemies, he can disarm enemies, he can finish enemies while invisible.
But
Ivara can
disarm
turn
is a
invisible,
CC
but then
ability.
becomes... It's a CC ability, but it has stealth
the best-
implications.
It's
That's
the
the thing
second
you
best
don't
CC
understand.
in the game. But yeah, I know it has stealth implications. But it's the second best CC in the game.
While she can
And
turn
it's-
herself invisible
I
on
mean,
two
that
regards,
was,
she has either
basically
stationary
just need you
invisibility
to,
with invisibility
Like
arrows,
kill stuff for
she
me?
has
I'm gonna try and
dash
see
fire
if it
arrows,
works.
and she has
I
sleep
gotta do it
arrows
in
and
person.
distracting arrows. But these are all limited.
Okay,
I
fine.
just need to
Okay,
go
I get
we
that
need to go to
point.
the
But
plains,
like,
do an
unless
incursion.
you have natural talent
And
on
I can't
Loki,
take
stealth can be
damage,
really
so
annoying
that's why.
when you mistime your invis or something.
Or you could just
Okay.
do a duration build and have invis for 40 seconds.
But then you're sacrificing his best ability. So it's like,
Not really.
yeah.
I'm out here. You just gotta wait for one to pop
Why do
up.
you
Radiating
have to have disarm if you're invisible?
Well, if you're doing just spy missions, maybe not. Like, you have to make a separate build.
I'm
But
looking for Caesar Swiss.
if you want to do a mobile defense mission and just use disarm, sit there, wait for the thing to run out, and then just keep going.
Hello.
They
What's
do it
a
in their
hobble
own way.
challenge you do?
I'm just overhearing this
That's
conversation.
what I was trying to explain, because Loki is inherently nothing but stealth with crowd
not true.
control implications, but
He has
Ivara
more
is
crowd
stealth
control.
and DPS. She can
Loki's more
inherently
crowd
walk around without stealthing and just straight look at things and go, hey, I'm going to kill you, without needing to be invisible to do it. Hi.
Bro, Loki is more
It's entertaining.
CC. I know he's good stealth, but he's more CC. Like, his stealth is more of a way of keeping him alive in long missions,
I'm in
like
the
when you go into
plane.
a 3 hours, like 3 hour, 4 hour survival. Yeah.
Let's get you fitted out and ready
Yeah.
for the big blue.
Mine has 170 efficiency because I kind of need that when you're spamming his 4, because even when you get the range up, you still will run out quickly. So you want it because enemies will spawn. Enemies will spawn
Thank
like
you.
after you've disarmed the entire room. So then the new enemies who spawn.
I think I'm gonna
pipelines,
just try to like stay
you
pretty
need
much
to
stay
disarm them.
invisible, go. I don't take that.
Let's see.
Right, yeah, that solves it. Yep.
Do you seek to enhance your beast's appearance? Perhaps for lower visibility on the hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that solves it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have Generic. I've got Vaseline for the quick revives. Yeah. No, that would definitely solve the problem.
You said
Now,
what
see,
did I get him for?
When it comes to the semantics of how you play a frame, I'm
None.
pretty sure I said this earlier with my
I
mono.
farmed it.
I have a tank Loki. That doesn't
Tank.
make him a tank frame, though.
What? How did you do
This
that?
is like my Loki
How'd
was
you
like
do
my
that?
second or third.
What's his? Is it like an
Warframe I
augment?
built.
No, it's not an augment. It's just a build path I take that I refer to as the Knight build, which actually used to be referred to as the Gladiator
Wow.
build before Gladiator set mods were a thing. It's more recently become referred to specifically for him as the Squire build because I have the Knave Deluxe. It's
Right.
legitimately just building a non-ability based, but
how do we get
well-balanced ability
spleen?
versatility for Loki, so that he can run around with
Yeah,
high
right.
shields and health and speed, and just kind of do what he does best without needing to be invisible or without having to disarm. He's just tank Loki.
There
He's
we go.
like, he essentially becomes an
But what-
Yeah, look
Excalibur.
right there. Yeah.
What utility is there in actually doing that? Because if you're not going invisible, you're not getting the increased melee damage, and you're not getting the survivability.
See,
and
I
if you're
never
not,
said that he wasn't going invisible. I did state that that allows for versatility and balance across
Right.
his abilities because you're not building and crippling either any one ability. You are
Yeah.
So wait,
utilizing them all at base level, but you're playing
But-
him more like an Excalibur. That is to say that it is a build path, and one cannot call it wrong because everyone has the way they play
I
and
don't
the
mean
builds
wrong,
that they
but
make.
I can still criticize it subjectively. So
You
know, we
can
still have
try,
debates
and then I
about
can
it.
criticize
Yeah.
the fact that you keep saying he's a control or a crowd control frame when
I
he
think
is
he is.
specifically stated by his name alone. Let me reference a meme for a moment.
Deception.
There was a
Deception,
woman who once
right?
brought herself up in front of a committee and a man, and she asked, "Where does it say that women can't become Boy Scouts?" And a man looked her in the eye and specifically said, "The name. The name,
Yeah.
Loki, dictates stealth and mischievous nature."
Yeah, mischievous nature, deception. Deception could also be CC. It could also be the same way that Nyx has chaos. It could also be making the entire enemy team attack each other instead of your team, which is a form of CC. That's still
Right, but see,
part
if they
of.
wanted Loki to
the
have that,
deception
they'd give it
aspect.
to Loki, not Nyx.
They did give it to Loki. They gave it to him in his augment. Irradiating Disarm makes every enemy attack each other. 70% of all enemies lose their weapons and they attack each other, not the objectives. That
Technically,
makes
all it does is it irradiate procs them, and irradiation proc
Yeah.
doesn't guarantee
When
they'll
it's-
attack the nearby
it's
people.
it's 70% chance, and it irradiates the entire map. It's not just like one radiation proc on a weapon that you shoot someone on, which is way less efficient. He irradiates everything around him in a
Right,
50-meter
but
radius.
that's not my point. The point is the radiation proc itself
It's
doesn't
70%
dictate that they're
chance.
going to
It has a
turn and
70%
attack
Wait a
their
second.
chance.
Where
It has
did
a
everyone?
70%
I'm not
chance
in the
of doing
party
it.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
You may be
everyone
burnt
left.
down
See
this.
this?
No, it has a 70% chance of proccing. So
Chroma
That's a good
versus
question.
Rhino ability strength-wise.
What
Technically,
do you mean?
Chroma.
Don't go ability.
Tech-
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know. Like,
They're-
as
they're
in
talking
for what
about-
damage?
Yeah, one-shot builds for Eidolons.
Oh,
That's the
chroma.
question.
Yeah, chroma. Dex armor, elemental ward. Yeah.
See, if you
Chroma's
can
better.
pull it, if you can pull it off, technically Vex armor is stronger than Roar, because Roar is a flat percentile based on your power strength, while as the power strength for Chroma and his Vex armor doesn't increase the flat percentage, but increases the cap of the percentage. So if you have a power strength build for Chroma, you can go over what a Rhino Roar can go over, so long as you're willing to sustain and be capable of surviving that much self-damage.
Can you guys invite me over?
I've just looked, mate. I've got 35% of my playtime on Loki because the first thing I did when I started this game was I looked up on the internet what is the best frame, and everyone said Loki, and I looked at why, right? And it seems like, you know, just because someone says it's true doesn't mean it's true, right? I accept that, but I went on the thing, I checked it, I used the build which they said. I've changed up the build a lot, but the main things which stayed the same is the irradiating disarm, because I truly believe that it's the best or the second best crowd control ability in the game. By far.
What the fuck?
Limbo's Cataclysm with the freeze
I had to
is
do it
also
alone?
great.
What the hell?
I think if you try Radiating Disarm with 200% range and high efficiency,
I'm gonna go ahead and do my mastery rank.
You will.
Wait, did yours say alone too?
See, it's funny that you think that I have to try that. I've done it, and
Yeah,
it's
like we all separated somehow.
I don't know why you think that I haven't done these things.
How are you
I have
doing that?
1,600 hours on just the PS4 version alone. This isn't counting my PC time.
I'm just saying, like,
you really need to stop being
condescending, man.
You are though, my man. Like at this point, I really am. Like Ursa is losing his calm because at this point I'm irritated. You literally just spoke to me in the most condescending tone by telling me that if I tried it, I'd like it, or
I'm trying to speak
in
on
fact,
the same level
I
as you.
have,
I'm not trying to be
and you assume that I haven't because you assume by the delegation that your opinion is yours, that it's right. It's wrong because under this concept, opinions can't be right or wrong.
I didn't say that. I did say that it's my opinion.
At this point, I'm going to tell you one thing, and it's going to be one simple thing. Ursa's going to ask you very nicely, with a very simple tone of irritation, to firmly grasp your shoulders, make sure your hands are not sweaty, push with all the force in your body, and pull your head out of your ass and shut the fuck up.
That was...
That was Ursa. Ursa is irritated, as he said, in the third person.
Yeah, I don't know why you're this angry, but sure.
Because you argue everything. Literally everything. I could say that the sky is fucking blue, and you'd say, no, it's orange, because it's sunset over there in Fantasyland.
But I disagree with something you said. What, do you expect me to just, like, say, okay, you're right, because you said
Even though you disagree, sometimes it's just better just to not say anything.
Exactly.
That's just like anything in life, man. Somebody could tell me, like,
I could say the same thing to you.
fucking Jays are real, but I know they're fake. I'm not going to just fucking shit on their parade.
This is a Christian party, no unholy words allowed. True that.
Okay, let me put it this way. I'll give you a real good example. This entire conversation, and this will be the end of this entire conversation.
Okay, guys, just stop. Please.
About you calling him a no, just listen. You got condescending, telling me that if I tried it, I'd like it, and that it'd be better, and I'd understand your opinion. And yet I told you about Tank. No, I told you about Tank Loki, but I didn't tell you to play it. I didn't get condescending about Tank Loki. I didn't tell you that you had to do it, and that if you didn't, you'd realize the truth. That's the difference between us.
I like the freaking comment that someone put. All right, someone's okay. This guy, this is the weirdest name on YouTube I've ever seen. Tasty X Waffle said, "Now this is content." And LOL toxic much? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, which one of us is toxic though? That's my question.
Like he's the one shouting at me. I don't know. Like I'm cool to leave.
Are you really playing victim?
To be fair though, I'm not shouting. I could be shouting. It'd be a lot louder than that. I'm a redneck. If there's anything I know how to do, it's shout.
Right.
You're a bird.
Okay, question.
Yes.
So status, it says status duration on cell. So does that mean like if I use invisibility, it would cut the duration?
What's scary is
What mod are you talking
you sound
about?
like Major sounds like one of my friends on the PS4 anyways.
Still don't know why you're this fucking angry about me literally just saying something in a way you didn't like.
This guy is slightly laughable.
But when did I say you were wrong? When did I say once that you were wrong?
Yeah, this is where I stated that the conversation ended. I specifically stated that it was going to end, and that this would be the end of it, whether we were happy with how it ended or not, and you keep prodding with that. I don't understand why you're this. It's because you're a bitch. That's why. Just plain and simple. It's because you're a bitch.
Dang! This is all on YouTube.
Why are you being so addicted?
You'll just be able to watch this video and be like, oh yeah, that guy, that made me
I
super
hope
mad.
watch this. This is exactly why I told them earlier that I can't be on YouTube. Everybody's like, you should make a channel. No, I'm a fucking dick when it comes down to it. I might be intellectual and socially mature, but after a while, putting up with these children that play Fortnite for enjoyment.
Yeah, I hate Fortnite, so I know your feeling.
Right.
Ow, that hurt my head.
Fucking God.
Yeah.
I can't feel my thighs.
Bye.
I'm too tall and I got a loft bed. And when I go under it, it hurts.
I'm so happy that I didn't have to grab my Jim Beam. I thought I would. Glad I didn't.
Alright, invite me to the
I admit that I got wrong there when I got angry, but I was just so tired of listening
LMAO.
to a condescending child.
Yes, definitely laugh your ass off. Definitely.
Trust me, I don't plan to kick anybody that's actually a half-decent human being with a few more brain cells than an ape.
Oh, thank you.
Alright,
Besides,
let's
Elmo can be funny, and he has a fuzzy butt, so he'll at least give me some kind of physical pleasure.
Oh my god.
Remember, it's not child molestation if they don't find the bodies.
Yes. Oh, sure. What the fuck, Bill? Do you have a format on it or no? Okay.
What are you doing, cat?
Alright, the what the fuck build. Condition. Okay, well, if you put a forma, you replace Spoil Strike with Prime Pressure Point.
Man. Should I formula the hate? I probably should.
You'll hate it.
I'll definitely hate it.
I need to form of mine so I can put the ribbon on. I need to form of so many things that I got ribbons for now. I got finally a Corinth ribbon, a comb ribbon. Still happy.
I'm not triggered. Someone else is.
Oh no, there's no problem talking about it now. I wasn't triggered in the first place. I was just growingly irritated.
Huh, you
I'm
walked
Major for a
into
reason,
some
though. I am the
strange
Great Bear.
BS. Maybe. Yeah, I would probably too. I don't like kicking people, but if it gets to the point like that, I actually do it a lot. Like, long before. When he starts to argue like that, I'll just kick him.
See, I don't mute at all. I value that a chat party is meant to be chatted in, and muting people starts creating separate cliques and sects in parties, and that becomes discommunication, which is why I don't mute people. When it comes to kicking people, I could kick them, but then it comes down to who wins
There's
that
a
argument.
full conversation about the conversation that you guys had.
When it comes to kicking, I'd much rather just communicate with the person until they understand that they're not going to win and or that they were wrong in the first place, and they leave of their own volition, because that at least strokes my ego a little bit. I mean, somebody's got to.
I only need to know the name of your penis.
I mean, it's pretty big though.
That guy actually, whoever that is, actually sounds like something like from the background. It doesn't even sound like he's close to his mic.
It's because he is in the background. He's in another person's mic.
Okay.
If you keep doing that, you're gonna turn me on. I can't have this happening right now. I'm trying to focus.
I just like it when people get turned on. Only robots can.
Alright. I'm at least half hard now. The only thing that normally works that well is thick thighs.
OMG. I'm just looking at the comments on my live stream. Elmo, no!
Well, you're very welcome, live stream.
Yeah, I am live streaming. I'm looking at all the conversations, having a conversation about that conversation, and...
Oh, the live stream doesn't want to know how many conversations I can have about conversations.
Oh, by the way, the gamer girls. It's balanced.
What?
Me and the gamer girls actually plays Overwatch. And that game is by far not balanced whatsoever.
Yeah, there's a hamster in a giant mechanical wrecking ball that does more damage than a human dropping a nuclear machine. Like, yeah, that's not balanced.
I love her. It's just so amazing.
Like, legit, this hamster in a ball with a
Can you
Gatling
be
gun
right?
deals more
Can I be right
damage
back
than
for a minute?
Nuclear safeguard on a mech. That's bullshit.
I like how you asked permission. Can I be right back real quick? I need to die.
Exactly.
Be really bored.
And see, I didn't mind that he had an opinion about a way to play Loki. I disliked that he got condescending about it and started telling me, you know, that if I played it and tried it, I'd see the truth. Like, this is some kind of fucking spiritual path I need to go on like a fucking pilgrim. This isn't some new religion I'm discovering just because you have a
Heard
heart-on
of our
for
Lord,
Loki's weird helmet.
loving Savior.
Our Lord Loki.
Like,
Yes, nigga, yes.
I tell you about Tank Loki, and you're like, oh, how'd you do that? It's real simple. Tank mods. Imagine that.
Abracadabra.
Right.
Living life like a hurricane.
See, that's why... Yeah, exactly.
What did my cat just do?
This is why Caitlyn should take my great
Sorry.
build and you should try it out, because it is by far like a hurricane.
Can we can we just drop that conversation, please?
Which conversation?
The one about the conversation.
We moved on to a new conversation now. We were talking about saws and builds.
Oh.
See, this is my problem. Ursa tends to make every conversation lead into the next one, so they all seem like that one conversation. We could go from talking about hookers to actual hooks on a fishing pole, and it still seems like it's the same conversation.
Speaking of hooks on the fishing pole, Who's trying to help me get some Nord quickly?
I have tons of bait if you need somebody to drop bait and die for you. I don't need Nord, but I'll happily sit there so that you can fish the shit out of them.
That's cool. Do I need a special like spear for it, or can I use my regular?
Yes, you will need the slash spear. The param spear is the most effective when it comes to catching Nord. If you don't have the slash spear, you can do it with the Lonzo, but it takes 2 to 3 shots.
That's fine.
Also, we have to wait till nighttime. Nord are specifically a nighttime fish.
Oh,
they can't even be summoned during the day, even with their bait. And on that note, YouTube, I'll be right back. Find you next time on this next episode.
On the next episode.
Right back.
On the next episode.
King Kai versus Ursa.
You know, I'm just gonna go to Cetus. Cetus, where are you at?
Who is gonna?
No, you see, Kill had a magical thing called lag. Wonderful.
Change to such a gap. Read my joke about. Okay. It's the meta cover. It's the meta cover station. Station. No, the meta conversation. What?
How many people do you have on your stream right now?
I think 1 at the moment, but there was like 3 of them earlier. When that whole argument was going around.
I'm gonna have to probably buy a Temple Royale. But, you know, because I like cleaving world weddings. Let me do it on this boom. I'm sorry, my brain just boomed. Give me a moment to reboot.
Okay, do you know why thick anime thighs save lives?
Thick thighs save lives, but thigh highs are my demise. By the way, Ursa's back. I now understand why the English have that turn of phrase, though, because that guy really took a piss out of me. No, I'm not kidding. That shit was vicious. Like, I could have propelled jet skis with that type of piss.
I will go flying because it's my magical thing.
Oh my god! What is up with that dude?
You're welcome.
I can't do voice acting, but I used to pull off an Australian accent while playing Smite, because a buddy of mine kept getting jumped by an Wheelix, and for some reason I said, oh, Wallix. An Australian accent, yeah.
Oh, here's the joke. Because the fat floats. Okay. I don't understand.
Failed humor commenter edition.
Alrighty, hello everybody, it's Swagger Schultz. Welcome to the stream.
What the
to be honest, I never said my Australian accent was good. It was just something that happened spur of the moment. Because a buddy of mine kept getting jumped by an Wheelix at Smite match. And for some reason, I fucked up and said, oh, Wallix at one point, and he noted that it sounded like something an Australian would say, and then from that point on, for the rest of the match, while he was getting ganked constantly, it was, crikey, mate, that Wallix right there is gonna get you right out that bush, you better crikey, mate, move! Get your gear out that way! It was bad too, because he had no map awareness, none at all.
Come on, Octavia, let's go! Let's dance. I can't.
I would take both.
I actually looked away. I either take Frost or Inaros.
Oh, that's good.
I take Vault.
Even Inaros is
unranked. Vault unranked, MK1 bow unranked, and that's pretty much all I need. Oh. If you really know how to play Warframe, you know how to use your focus against people.
Exactly. Which is why I just pull out Vozarin, and then I go into my operator, and I just sit there with my fancy little Void Blast shield, and I laugh at them while they keep trying to hit me.
Narg! Don't die on me! No! Oh, Narg is still alive. It's the other two that are dead. Oh, those are enemies. It says enemy. I am an idiot.
Oh.
Narg, don't die on me.
Why are two negatives?
Nice.
One Fluker is really...
Don't die on me, Narg!
I used to actually take my regular Lex Prime with the build that I have on it now, and I could one-shot Rhino Primes through their iron skin. It was marvelous. I loved it.
Alright, I have one question. What's a heavy blade stance that starts with a V? Oh, no, D.
Are you saying the name starts with a V, or is the V
No. Hang on. I'll be very useful. May I please have information on a stance that isn't Vazarin for the heavy blade?
Temper Royale Cleaving Whirlwind.
Okay.
Thank you.
I got a friend request all of you. This is like the best YouTube group ever.
Could you imagine us doing Let's Plays of like
I got the voice of Swagger Souls, but the internet of Jameski, so it works out in the end.
See? This is why I say it could be a good YouTube channel. YouTube group. This is just...
We can do it, fellas. We can do it.
My lord, yes. YouTube would be very fascinating if we could open up the fathom over the internet quality that I could have. Yes, of course, yes.
I would never do it as a job, though.
That's the thing. You don't need to do it as a job. It's a side
you
thing.
are.
It's like tips while you're at the bar. You go to the bar, yeah, right? You work there for a couple of weeks. And...
I'm sorry. I'm talking about Warframe group. I have different groups for. Hey! The Dread Blueprint.
Hey,
I think our build testing would be fun, though. Like,
I already got the Dread.
Just doing really fucked up funny
You guys are
builds.
good for Overwatch.
I don't like playing Lose My Sanity Simulator.
See, the best way I can explain
Speaking of
Overwatch
which,
is that
I need to get on
once tried
Overwatch
to
and
make
live
a
stream with
soup,
you guys
but
at
I
some
started
point.
playing Overwatch, and by the time the soup was done, it was too salty.
I do too, even though it's probably the one game that I rage at because I don't play fucking Fortnite.
I would say play Paladins over Overwatch because Paladins is actually balanced and is taken less
I
seriously.
wouldn't say balanced either. Because
Yeah, I love Fortnite. Fortnite's amazing. It's fun, it's farmable, and it's enjoyable for over hours. However,
Get the fuck out.
Let's not start talking about PvP because that fucking sucks.
Yes.
The save the world is very fun. I'll give you that.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. You Save the World's amazing.
I To be honest, I didn't even mind the Battle Royale in the first week or so of its release. The problem is, the community became the problem.
Yeah, because we're all like this. Like, look guys, I'm gonna do a sniper shot from like this far. Look, whoa! Whoa! I actually got him! Wow, I have no skill!
To be honest with you, I encountered a guy in this exact community for Warframe who tried to talk shit because he was Master Rank 16.
Yeah, nice job, by the way. Very nice job.
Mastery rank doesn't mean shit. He started insulting me because he had 400 Fortnite wins, and I apparently was shit because I didn't. When I don't play Fortnite.
So if I get this straight, not only your poop in so if I get this straight, he's not only poop in Warframe, but he's also poop in terms of taste and flavors in video games. Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, he tried to insult me because I don't have as many Fortnite wins as him, and that's apparently how you determine your human sensibility nowadays.
I've been hearing a lot about the Save the World. Save the World's probably better because it's not...
It's a lot. It's actually a lot like Warframe, if you think about it. But in more of a Battle Royale situation, without it being Battle Royale. So, I don't know how to explain... No, it's really hard to explain, because it's enjoyable, it's farmable, you can spend hours on it, and you can get the V-Bucks in-game.
The PvP is not fun.
Mode and just get skins. You're like,
I heard... No, I don't care about the customization either. Because who cares about the actual characters of themselves? They just care for the freaking...
I look like a little bear, and I am a furry, and I love it.
Disgusting.
I am literally a bear. I am just Ursa Major. My character is legitimately a bear in armor.
Alright, we need to stop talking about Fortnite.
But no, like, the best way I've come to explain Save the World and how it's good, it's a highly customizable, lot of freedom in a tower defense, essentially, or a wave defense game.
I agree with that statement.
So she put, the gamer girls put, a furry? Yikes!
Hey, don't you judge him for his lifestyle. If he wants to fuck fox pussy or whatever, like, let him do it. I mean, she's foxy.
Someone told me about a fur pile.
You know, it's really unbearable how you treat us.
I'm not talking about the furry where you fuck animals, because that's just fucking gross, okay? You do you, but not that type of furry. See, I love cat ears. Having cat ears on a girl with a fox tail as a butt plug is fucking amazing. No matter why you put it.
There we go. Now we're getting into my lifestyle. Good old-fashioned media sim lifestyle. Pet play and everything. Hell yeah.
Demonetized.
Come down. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Just instantly demonetize his stream. I'm okay with this. I'm an ass. I'll demonetize the shit out of his YouTube channel.
That's also another problem I have with YouTube. It's like, I put up a video, it's really funny, it's really hilarious, I love it, it's great. And then apparently there's too many fuck because I'm playing Ark. So it turns out that, you know, they don't like that.
Guys, stop. You're grossing the person out. You're grossing gamer girls out. Stop.
I get so angry at Ark because that game, by far, is one of the most unforgiving of modern survival games. Like, I love Ark.
It's not even a question of that. It's also broken. You're like, hey, I'm going to put this. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to put the one right next to it. It's upside down. What? No, great. I mean, I love it. I mean,
like, my thing is that I play Ark, or did play Ark back in the day, because
it's not monetized. It's not, it's not demonetized yet. Joke's on you.
I love playing druids and beastmasters and rangers. And that's the thing, I like doing that stuff, and because you can tame and breed and train animals in that game is why I love it so much. But it's so
so you like animal sex?
Yeah, generally. I mean, it's not bestiality if they don't find the dog.
I mean, I just see you on National Geographic, you know, just watching, right here, we got two chimpanzees. Of course, it is a bamboo. No, what's it called? What are they called? Fuck! No, not baboons. Oh, bonobos. You have two bonobos. These
Oh, yeah,
two
you're right.
bonobos are trying to have fun because in this clan, they have fun by masturbating one each other and fucking each other as thanks and relieving.
Okay.
Alright.
Please
Side
stop.
note, Fuckboy just sent me a message telling me thanks for the Zol. And then he called me a virgin. Why? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I hope people see this, because I was gonna take a screenshot, and then I... What? It's been like, what, 30 minutes? Why does he have to come back to this? This is where I state that immaturity proven. By the way, speaking of animals and Discovery Channel shit, did you know that female hyenas have 7-inch clitoral tubes?
Did you know that koalas have 3 dicks for 5 vaginas? You do the math.
No, I'm not making this up. They legitimately have roughly, on average, 7
Oh, by the way,
tubes that
you guys
a male
might as well
hyena
stop.
has to try and fornicate with.
She, Gamer Girl said, you should rename this the most sexually uncomfortable stream ever.
Okay, I want to do something real quick, but I don't want it to be too bad. I don't want to, like, get called up by the FBI in a minute. How old is this friend of yours watching the stream?
Wait for it. Wait for it. The answer's coming.
What is it? What, say the question again.
How old is this friend of yours watching the stream?
I don't want to say old to actually make her mad.
Alright, so long as she's above, like, standard age for accepting this, if she thinks this is bad because we're talking about animal sex, this could be a whole nother story if I got into the concept of my lifestyle and the BDSM style, because straight up, I'm a daddy dog, and I'm into pet play.
That's why I didn't want to tell it that. Oh my gosh!
Hey, look.
She just made herself feel old. Why?
Okay, look. Here's a magical moment. Right now, you're in a group of people that help you bring content. A moment in your life that you're really happy about. Because as a YouTuber,
okay,
all you
good.
want is content. But the thing is that the type of content you're getting is the equivalent of a forum about sex on animals, furries, lolicons, hentai, weeaboos, and ninjas.
You're not gonna make any money with this content, is what he's saying. Not unless you put it on 4chan.
It's like
4chan. You
Minilad
might make
and
some money on
Reddit.
4chan.
It's not the type of content that you're looking for.
I mean, but no, this could really get worse if we turn it into a topic of lifestyle and BDSM. It could get so much worse for her.
I really don't like that fan fiction about Twilight. It even made its own movie. What's it called? 50 Shades of...
I've been gaming for 32 years. Netflix.
I'll have you know that the fan fiction for Twilight is called 50 Shades of Fairies.
Right, yes, that's the one I was looking for. 50 Shades of Butt
They're all
Snakes,
fucking
that
sparkly and flying around having gay butt sex with each other. 50 Shades of Fairies.
There's always Titania involved.
Nah, more like...
Absolutely. She's the queen of the fairies, after all. She's the femdom that constantly crushes their nuts with
You know what would be funny? If you had a 50 Shades of Fairies and you had Oberon and Titania having fun together. That would be hilarious.
Guys, the gamer girl said.
Straight up be some hardcore sex.
Guys, ready for this?
Yes.
The gamer girl said, nah, more like hentai and senpai.
No,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
He just means that you're too innocent, that you don't need to be learning about this stuff yet until he has the proper equipment, like some butt plugs and a gag and a spider gag.
She's not innocent. I like that comment. She sits on me and spins right round.
I imagine she's just a Beyblade now, like she just squats down.
Can I get some sexy emo talk?
I mean, if you want, I can explain it to her. You might lose her, though.
They need to do it in the proper fashion. Get it?
She doesn't have to wear a headset so long
Now,
she
Mary
knows how to
Kate,
choke
it's
the
very
microphone.
simple. Right now we're talking about pornography. Now, pornography is a special thing that we like
I
to
mean,
do
she
every
does
so
have a
often.
mic. I can invite her over.
See, if we're talking about two different women now, I'm all for this, except I don't share. I'm a very territorial
I'm
monogamous man.
41 and I was married for almost 10 years.
I'm unconcerned with your marriage life. So long as you're single now, I'm all for it. Let's talk. You know, I'm a redneck. I live up in West Virginia. I've always wanted to go cougar.
I've done things that would curl your hair.
To be fair, my hair is already curly and it's really long, and like I'm 23. I'm not a baby. I've done things that you wouldn't imagine either.
Let go, baby. I want to be your senpai.
We're not asking you to be the senpai. I'm not asking anything
I'm
either.
the senpai. I'm the fucking lifestyle guy here. I'm the senpai, alright? I make the rules.
The sentai?
Yes, yes. I'm the common, you're the rider.
Watashi Super Sentai!
That just, to be honest, that just
Dying of laughter. Yeah, me too.
Fucking Overwatch in the bedroom, and I could just be Genji and have the female be Mercy, and I can just lay on the bed.
We
I need a hearing, Andra. I need a hearing. Come hear me, Andra.
She said, "Weehaw."
I need a hearing.
Just here to help him level up. Quote unquote, level up.
Ping bang.
Riding like a cowboy.
Hey, we need to not go there. I've got the boots and the hat to match if you really want me to wear them.
You know who you remind me of? You kind of sound like, there's another YouTuber that you sound like, what's his name?
Wanna be my Reaper?
Wanna be my Reaper? Well, I just died, so that's perfect timing.
Is that an insult or a compliment that I sound like another YouTuber?
I'm sorry, I was running low on energy. You're right. But parasitics like to steal your energy.
See, this is where I would normally equate parasitic eczemas to women.
You know, what I realized is that there's these old folklore and stories and stuff like that, and one of them very fucking racist. No, not racist. Very fucking sexist. And it turns out that, you know, basically it's a white bitch story. So you can tell if your bitch is a white bitch because of a very simple factor. You take 37 mattresses, and if she goes in the morning, I didn't sleep well, and you ask her why, she goes,
well, I didn't see my iPhone.
There you go. That's your white bitch story. That's how you tell if you have a white bitch. It's similar to the story about the princess and the one, you know, about how she feels a tiny little vegetable. You know that one. What's it fucking called? I can't remember. A pea. I don't eat my vegetables. Kids, don't eat your vegetables. They're bad for you.
Right?
They make you fart.
On a slightly similar topic, I want to point out the fact that Cinderella, the glass slippers fit her perfectly, which meant snugly, and yet the bitch still somehow slipped out the slipper. I think somebody was lying about their princess story.
Now, here's one thing that I don't understand. If it fits snugly, how the fuck did she fit it in? Because here's the thing. If it's truly made out of glass, and it's not, you know, the glass that's nowadays, because in 2016 they invented a glass that's flexible. Yes, that does exist. But back in the day, no, glass ain't fucking flexible. So how the fuck did she be able to put on her shoes? she use magnets or something like that?
Nope, just a glass slipper that she managed to put her foot in.
Oh, right,
Mind
right,
you, with
right,
no
right.
soul.
You see, here's
You
the thing.
should tell,
I believe her fairy godmother
the guys
got a shit ton of glue before the after party, if you know what I mean. But also to put on her shoes. I fucking died again.
Okay, let me...
By the way, whoever's running the live stream, is your friend joining or not? Because I'm getting a little anticipating anxiety now. I'm eager. I'm cougar hunting. I'm ready for this.
You're just gonna piss her off if you say that.
Hey, I'm pretty sure she understands that the equation between a woman and a cougar should be a compliment, because I don't know too many things that are feisty, aggressive, and powerful that could take me down at least once.
Alrighty then.
Hang on, I'm gonna invite her. If she's on. Oh, she is on.
Now, or continue fighting.
He wants you to join us.
You're damn right I do. There's no point in me talking to you through somebody else to talk into the comments. I'm a man. I don't need some messenger to send you my love letters.
That's one way to put it. And however, if you use a pigeon, it might be a little bit more romantic.
I mean, I prefer a dove, but pigeons are alright.
Yeah, in France they use pigeons. They also use pigeons to in the I believe it was Americans, or either it was the British, but one of them used a magical pigeon to guide missiles.
They did, yeah. That was actually a weapons test. They used pigeons because they had a high heat signature. They would set them loose before missiles that would lock onto heat signatures, and they would track the fucking bird.
No.
The only problem
I'm talking like the bird was the actual pilot inside the missile.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
I've heard of similar tests, but I don't know about missiles.
Yeah,
I've heard of different animals piloting other vehicles, but
yeah, America used that idea.
Check your inbox, operator.
So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment below.
Now remember, if
you
you
guys
like
later
this
in the
video,
next one.
subscribe and leave a like and comment. And my Patreon is in the description. Thank you.
Can't join Gav,
putting a
it's
bird as a
full.
pilot to a missile is a bit of a
Oh,
bird-brained idea,
it's
if you ask
full.
me.